in your life, like a former or like a Japanese superstar pitcher who can also hit dingers and blamed a betting scandal and a real estate Ponzi scheme on his translator. This is the Educated Ignorance Podcast on the For Frequency's Sake Podcast Network, as we're here to talk football as the Toronto Blue Jays currently lead the Los Angeles Dodgers. Since the intro started, Nick, they have tacked on 2 runs. How about that? What a time to be alive. It is a special Tuesday edition of the Educated Ignorance Podcast. We were not here on, what day would that have been? Sunday. Duh. We were not here Sunday. Nick called in sick. We were not yeah, we were not here last night. I was busy watching baseball, and it was the baseball was good. And now, even though I'm still kind of watching baseball, we are here tonight to do a bit of a special midweek show. We got some good gimmicks. The gimmicks are good. The show is good. Nicholas, how are you this evening, my friend?
And the show won't go, 7 hours, 18 innings tonight, so we will have it much more condensed for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Less than 600 pitches will be thrown in this show, I think. We'll see. You never know. Sometimes things can just get a little weird. But we all hope that we can do better than the Blue Jays did last night with runners in scoring position, though they're doing a darn good job tonight. Whomst would have thunk that the World Series could be great again? I mean, it's been great. I mean, usually it's pretty good, but this series has been a banger, as the kids say.
I don't follow baseball a ton, but I know enough to be dangerous. The general consensus that I was hearing was that, the Dodgers should win 4-1, maybe 4-0. Their pitching is just lights out. Everybody's rested and ready to go, and they've got all the stars, they've got all the payroll. But I mean, we are, we're less than an hour away from a 2-2 series, most likely. And I'd say every baseball fan that isn't a Dodgers fan, you're at this point you're playing with house money. Whatever happens the rest of the way, let the chips fall where they may. Looks like a good series so far, and Brad Paisley continued his streak of national anthem performances, becoming almost all-nighters. Two 18-inning games and a couple other extras. Not too shabby for that guy.
What a historical just statistic. Whomst would how many times are we going to say this tonight? Whomst would have thunk that Brad Paisley would just be the king of swing in the literal sense? I mean, my heavens, just honestly, Hall of Fame worthy. And you know what? Like, what's the plural of Hall of Fames? Hall of Fi? Hall of Fame I? Because whatever. Halls of Fame. Hall I of Fame. He's in all of them. Put him in multiple Hall of Fame.
By the end of it, I think he was singing Whiskey Lullaby last night.
There we go.
He started the night with the national anthem, and at 4 in the morning, whatever it was Whiskey Lullaby time.
Right? Didn't he do mud on the tires?
He did.
Yeah, he got some mud on those. There was mud on the tires last night. Whomst would have thunk I would have came up with a country reference. Yeah, we're out here. All right. So,
hey, if Chris Collinsworth was doing a Brad Paisley impression, it would be, "Now I'm still a guy."
Yeah.
He's got a song called "I'm Still a Guy."
I'm still a guy. Yeah.
For the Brad Paisley fans out there.
That he is. I'm still a guy.
I saw the glaze in the eyes. I had to connect the dots.
No, I remembered. I was like, wait a minute, and then I was like, oh yeah, you are on fire right now. This is why we work so well. Honestly.
Hey, if we had to do a reenactment of the Celebrity music video, you could be the Jason Alexander to my Brad Paisley.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
We think we can make that work. That's when
we can make it work.
My
hair's not quite as dark as Brad's, but your hair is similar to Jason Alexander.
You could definitely tote a flannel. I'm sure. I don't know how I would do in a flannel, but I think you can fit into Brad Paisley's wardrobe, regardless. Uh, I thought about it the last 48 hours. Let's get back to the basics here. It's a good thing we didn't do a show on Sunday because, in a word, Sunday sucked. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Did we miss out on another epic Bears rant? Did we miss out on one? No.
No,
Okay. Okay.
I was disappointed. Um, because even my friends were like, I had a friend who was like, "I'm here for the meltdowns, bro." I'm like, "No, week 1 and week 2 were meltdowns. This was more disappointment." But I went back.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I've gone through about 3 drives worth of film. They left. I mean, if they score touchdowns on those first 2 drives of the game, could very well be different. So, I mean, it's all right. It's a process. It was an unfortunate result, and Sunday they get another crack at life. That's for sure. Uh, all in all, though, yeah, there wouldn't have been a rant. I would have just been a little annoyed. But that's it.
There you go.
I'm sad that I didn't get to have you come on here and tote how how Tua Tagovailoa might have pink eye, but he gave the Atlanta Falcons the stink eye, baby, on Sunday. Oh boy,
Whomst would have thunk that just
whom would have thunk?
farting on his pillow is his key to success.
Put that visor on. He said, "Oh man."
I mean, not going to lie, the imagery of just like the Terminator-esque half visor on his helmet,
Mm-hmm.
like that bangs fucking hard.
Yeah, it
Balls
is
to
different, isn't it?
walls. That was cool.
The only thing that would make it better is if it was tinted. Like if he
Was it
had, if
not? I couldn't see his eye through it.
it was regular, it was a
Was
regular
it?
clear visor. I don't
Okay.
think you can wear tinted visors in the NFL.
Really? Not anymore?
Yeah,
You used to be able to, right?
it's been a long time since I've
Hmm.
seen one.
Okay.
There was this player who played. We talked, oddly enough, we've talked about arena football today and 8-man football. There was the Quad City Steamwheelers, the arena football team here in the area. There was this guy who wore this like amber colored visor. It was so sick. Like, let me see if I can find it. I remember that this dude was he was electric. Let me see. Let's see if I can get a picture. You can see this guy's visor. Probably not. That's unfortunate. Shout out to Chris Peters, though, because that boy was cold. But that visor he wore was even colder. But yeah, it was like a tri-colored amber looking thing. It was sick. Anywho, let's get after it. We have some great stuff today. We are going to talk. I have the gimmick is the gimmicks are flowing, folks. I have a NFL midseason pyramid that I am ready to unleash to the world. And we have as well week 9 of Guess the Lines. You have I have a 2-day head start on you for Guess the Lines, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I also have to admit, I just looked it up. I've been duped. I don't know if I must have seen an edited version because I didn't actually watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
The image I saw literally had half a visor on his helmet. And I thought, man, this is fucking sick. This looks sweet. Now I'm seeing actual pictures and it was just a regular old lame ass visor. So I've been duped by Photoshop or whatever it was.
You've been duped and you've been pooped. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. I promise I'm not mad at you. All right. Let me do one thing. All right, I'm gonna do this. Gonna hit copy. Do that. I'm just sharing to the medias of the socials. Let's see here. We both got some playoff football this week. Are you excited?
Yeah, I've got 8-man action, second week in a row of 8-man after not watching any 8-man all regular season. Saw a 78-68 thriller last Friday, and I'll get to do one this week that I think will likely be more lopsided, but we'll see in the next few days how it pans out.
Oh yeah, can't wait for that. Your boy, real quick with some fantasy news. You know how we told you about that golf league we're doing? I won them. I won the second major. I really tried to blow it, just because Cam Scadaboo got hurt and Amon Ra was on a bye, and like some of my players didn't score much. But Marcus Mariota throwing an interception last night at the end of the game allowed me to be in a scoring spot in the league that allowed me to not lose an extra stroke. I would have been fine regardless because I would have used a mulligan to make up the point differential, but I saved the mulligan and I won the PGA. I won the PGA championship. I was up 4 strokes. I shot even with my team. Rasheed Rice, shout out to Rasheed Rice last night. Um, uh, but yeah, uh, shot even par. DJ had a furious rally. He shot 3 under this week, but we won. I'm so happy. Want to dedicate? I dedicated the win to Marcus Mariota in the fantasy league chat today, and I just want everyone to know where I'm at. And yeah, did you have any good fantasy or betting things from the weekend?
I came up 3 yards short on a 4-leg parlay with Tyler Warren needing 3 more receiving yards. And I just felt like I was screwed when he had 35 yards and they were up, 47 with like a fourth quarter left. It felt like he did get 1 catch, but still came up 3 short. So then I was like, all right, gonna take my Ryan Blaney cash out from the NASCAR race.
I was just about to say, I know you. You probably had Ryan Blaney winning on Sunday, didn't you?
I did make a bet, but I cashed out for like 4 times what I had on him. So then I took that and I was like, all right, feeling a YOLO coming on. So then I took Josh Jacobs and DK Metcalf touchdown. So that was a nice way to cap the weekend.
What? Because when did you? How many laps were left when you cashed out the Ryan Blaney?
Probably like 40, 50.
Wow, and it allowed you to cash it out that high. That's impressive.
Yeah. I mean, it
Because
was like
he was
it was like a $16 bet, and I cashed it out for 50 or 45 or whatever. So it's not like it was
right.
anything special. But I saw Byron catching him, and I thought, if this thing goes green, I Byron's desperate, so I'm 100% certain he will knock Blaney out of the way if he has to.
He kind of
And
did, kinda. He
which he did,
kind of
yeah,
did.
he did, but in a clean way.
Yeah, nothing too reckless.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I sure he could come back and win this, but I'll take the guaranteed W for now. So yeah, I did that, and it panned out.
Eh,
It worked out well. I was a little nervous though because Josh Jacobs looked like complete ass on Sunday night, but then they did get him one look down at the goal line in that second half when their offense finally got their poop in a group and made me a happy camper.
And we got the NASCAR Final Four. I think we both wanted, though. Maybe I would have subbed Christopher Bell for someone, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I can't complain. The Final Four overall pretty solid. Like I said multiple times, you could have plugged in Byron, Bell, Blaney.
You were in it.
I would have
Anybody
been
but
happy with any
Logano.
of them. Literally, any Final Four that didn't include Joey Logano, I was going to say, all right, this is pretty good. It's okay. We'll take it. I would have personally preferred to see Blaney in it, but yeah, he didn't have business being there 2 years ago when he won. So I'm like, all right, it's all is right in the universe. Things are equaling out. So, yeah, this weekend, I mean, part of me is pulling for Hamlin. I'd like to
Yeah.
see him win a championship. I like Larson, but I think I'd rather see a first time champion. I would probably rank them, I don't know, Hamlin first, and then I don't know, I'd almost take Briscoe second, then Byron, then Larson. But
Briscoe winning would be really cool.
I wouldn't complain. It'd be kind of cool for him to take over that car and have such a good season and ride out on top this week. But yeah, I'm not even a Hamlin fan, and I would say most of the time I'm a Hamlin hater. But
Really,
I've softened a little bit on him this year,
you're one of
and
the people. You're one of the. You're
he's
one of.
deserving of a title, and it's a good shot for him. I'd be. You will not find me complaining if he wins on
You're
Sunday.
one of the. You're one of the people that he always talks about after he wins.
Maybe not quite that far, but now a couple years ago when I all those races that I bet Kyle Larson and Hamlin was the victor in stupid
Well,
ways, then yeah, those are
that
the ones that I
where
hated him.
where like a good handful of those were at the expense of using Kyle Larson like a 30 corner person.
Yeah.
Poor bastard. Anywho, all right, let's get after it, shall we? Um, okay, where here we go. So I feel like it's best just because you get closer to the top. Some teams are not as fun to talk about. But, maybe I don't know. What do you think? I was gonna say we should go from the bottom to the top, and we'll give the category. You can comment and rate my tier name. For those who haven't seen this, I break up all the NFL teams into tiers. I give them all stupid names. I put teams in them, and then we talk about them. So yeah, I sent it to you basically to be like you're gonna critique me. You're gonna tell me what you think is good, what sucks, um, all that good stuff. I think it's usually better to go from the bottom to the top, or do you think we should go top to bottom? I'll let you
Bad
dealer's
news
choice
first, good
this.
news later. Let's start at the bottom.
All righty. Let's get after it, shall we? All right. 32nd and by themselves in the tier we call the depths of hell would be a compliment. Your quarterback is a bottom shelf Jameis Winston who aura farms instead of just being goofy. Your team has 9 touchdowns in 8 games. Yes, of course. It is Tennessee. It is the Tennessee Titans, all by their lonesome. Um, the bottom, the bottom tier has had some fun names over the years when we've done this experiment. Um, One year it was the Jags when that started off. They were the original team for the bottom tier. They were called, and it was the depths of hell. Then one year it was the Bears back when they lost their naming rights, and it was just redacted.
That was last year, right?
It was the last year of the Justin Fields era.
Wow, it's been that long. Damn.
Yeah, they got their naming rights back when they got Caleb.
Okay.
Um uh the when it was the Panthers, when they were in the depths, I gave it a little twist and I said the depths of hell with a new car smell. And now that is the depths of hell would be a compliment. Yeah, the Titans, I mean, it's just a nightmare. Some would say the Jets, but the Jets, they won. And they've had 2 games this year, Nick, where they would, if you combine their 2 games where the touchdowns in their first game and their last recent game where they won, that would be about the amount of touchdowns the Titans have scored this year. So the Jets are bad, but they are nowhere. The Titans are in a league of their own right now for being ass.
Speaking of, really quickly, for a quick aside, story time. Speaking of the Jets, I was in a survivor pool last year. Week 1, I had the Bengals, as did like half the league, and as we all remember, the Bengals lost.
To the Patriots. Yep.
Same survivor league this year. The name is Don't Trust the Bengals.
Oh no.
You want to know who had the Bengals this week, Joe?
This guy.
This guy.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
Well, I guess it's more that guy. That guy.
Yeah, this guy. That guy. Wasn't good. Wasn't good, Joe.
Who was to my left, I guess, and had the Bengals. Hi. What did we? Hey,
Yeah.
what did we learn?
Don't do that again.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Well, luckily I can't do it again because I'm out.
Put my arm around you. So, buddy, what did we learn? Oh man, but yes, the Titans have they have won the arms race for being like BBL levels of butt cheeks, right? I feel like that's inarguable.
Yeah, it ain't pretty.
Nightmare fuel. And listen, I am being mean to Cam Ward, yes. I'm just petty. And I don't like how
You're more
he
Richard and Tom.
pe- oh, um definitely more Richard. I don't smoke weed like that. Maybe Richard fancied some stuff too, I don't know, but more about driving fast and free falling, if you know what I'm saying.
Free falling.
No last dance with Mary Jane over in this household. Next year, it's a Ford. It's a group of four. We have delirious, dysfunctional, and disappointing. The Jets might not be the worst team in the league, but they're not far off. 31 the Jets, 30 the Saints, 29 the Dolphins, and 28 the Browns. Delirious, dysfunctional, and disappointing. Nicholas?
The Jets, the Saints, and the Browns are worthy. I think the Dolphins are still a little too low.
Oh,
They have been embarrassed twice, but they've got a couple wins, and as I've mentioned, they're a touchdown away. They're a fourth quarter away from being 6-2. So they're the only one that I would say, I'm putting the Dolphins ahead of the Raiders 100%.
that's fair.
That might
Here's
be maybe that's the only team on your list that I'll put them ahead of. Maybe the Cardinals too.
here
But
is here is my counter to that, and I'm not saying you're wrong. Usually, when I try to put teams in these bunches, I do try to get them in the order. I do feel confident about the order, but I am trying to also like group these teams to a degree. So sometimes you got to break a rule or two. Though the Dolphins, I don't think I'm breaking a rule of. There's a couple teams I'm probably breaking a rule of on where they should be compete considering who I have them grouped with. But I think when I put in here the dysfunctional portion, that made it perfect for me for Miami because the Tua press conference stuff, Mike McDaniel every other week, like looking like he's
yeah,
lost.
that's true.
We've been wondering if
Dysfunction's certainly there.
McDaniel was going to get fired for the last month. So that's kind of where I'm at. Um, Side note: the Cleveland Browns, Miles Garrett. Okay, have you ever seen the tweet? Um, have you ever seen the tweet like back when Shohei Otani played on the Angels, and this guy made a joking tweet like every Angels game is Mike Trout. Uh, went like 3 for 5 with 3 home runs, while Shohei Otani did something that hasn't been done since Tungsten O'Doyle back in 1920, and while the Tigers beat the Angels 8-5 or something like that. Um, there was that version of a stat this Sunday for the Cleveland Browns. Miles Garrett had 5 sacks and passed Reggie White on the all-time sacks list in a 32-13 loss.
Oh, jeez. Hold on a sec. I'm out of the loop. He had 5 sacks this weekend.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Did he did he put a trade request in Monday morning first thing?
I think he's too busy counting all that money that he
Oof.
bitched and moaned about to get.
Damn. That is the first I'm hearing of that. That's wild.
Isn't it?
Oof.
Shout out to that guy. The Saints, the Spencer Rattler has been benched. And the Jets, congratulations to the Jets. I don't know what to make of them. Aaron Glenn, I'm half out on, half in on. Good job
Just like his pants choice.
yes, him he went to the Mike McDaniel
School of
school of
Capris.
of Capri sweatpants. Um Justin Fields, you've been really, really bad. But honestly, good for you to have a game like that the week your owner literally said that you were a terrible quarterback. So you got to shove it up your owner's ass. So that was nice. Next. Should be fun, but incredibly disappointing. There are two teams in here, and Nick, it breaks my heart to put these two teams together in this category. But it's the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. These two teams should be so fun. The Cardinals defense flying around, Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. and Trey McBride doing cool shit. The Raiders with Geno. Nick, who loves Geno that you know more than me? Who does? Nobody. Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, Max Crosby wrecking games. But no, both of these teams are ass.
That's my Pete Carroll impression.
Yeah, just chewing gum. Both of these teams are hot ass. The Cardinals have been. James Conner got hurt early in the year. Kyler Murray's the Cardinals have looked more competent with Kyler Murray injured and Jacoby Brissett in the last 2 weeks than they'd have with Kyler at all this season. The Raiders are a terrible football team. So both of these teams break my heart to have them as low as they do, but they are 27 and 26 on the power.
Breaks your heart, but it's well deserved.
It does. It is. All right. Moving on. I'm intrigued to see what your thoughts are on these two. QB injury is an excuse to hide your very average football team. We have 25, the Washington Commanders, and 24, the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, people are going to look at that and say the Washington Commanders are incredibly low. However, sometimes when you do exercises like this, I like to take your best game and your worst game and take them away, and then I ask the question, what are you? And if you take the best game the Commanders have played this year away, probably would say that was the Chargers game where they were down 10-0 and then they scored like 27 in a row. And then you take away their worst game, which is either the Dallas game or one of those games that Mariota started. They're a pretty average football team, and they're old as hell, and they're slow, and they're not that good. So, listen, call me a hater all you want, but that's just my opinion. Nicholas, your thoughts?
Feels right. Certainly didn't do themselves any favor last night. I mean, the first half defensively, they looked like, oh wow, you got the Chiefs looking like the Raiders or Cardinals right now. Then the second half, Chiefs figured it out. They figured, all right, we better get this thing out of neutral. And yeah, I mean, even with Jaden Daniels, they've not been lighting the world on fire. Yeah, this makes sense. The Bengals certainly are headed in the right direction again now that they've got Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's replacement, the other Joe Flacco. I mean, I was in a group chat and somebody said, "Wow, the Jets are going to win this," and I had to double take. I'm like, wait, what? Last I checked, they were down like 3 scores or something. So I had no idea that they had blown that one. But I'm like, okay, well, this is the Bengals defense we're talking about.
Yeah,
their 2024 defense made an appearance. The offense puts up 38 and loses.
Yeah, if you score 38 against the Jets, you should win. But that was bad.
Yeah,
that was very bad.
That was pretty inexcusable. But especially for the Bengals, their season certainly went down the shitter without Burrow. But Flacco's trying to bring them back from the dead. Washington, they're maybe a little low for overall where they are on your list, but I mean, I get the reasoning.
Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. Like both of these, like Daniels
what
and
are
Burrow,
they 3 and 4? I don't have the record.
3 and 5.
3 and 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of these teams are 3 and 5.
Compared to their overachieving last year, they are definitely underperforming this year. And Daniels has missed what now? 3 games?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
I think this is it's a rough spot for them to be in right now. That is for sure. Next up, improving but not ready yet.
/ Heartbreak City.
Yeah, we'll get to that here in literally 2 seconds. 24th, the New York Giants, and 23rd, the Carolina Panthers. The Cam Scatterbo injury breaks my heart. I don't know how sustainable the Giants actually are on a grand scheme, but do you know what they were for the first time in like half a decade once Jackson Dart became a thing?
FUN?
Yes. They were watchable. They were watchable for the first time since who fucking knows. And Malik Neighbors gets hurt 2 quarters into the Jackson Dart experience, and now Cam Scatterbo gets hurt. It sucks. It really sucks. Um, a lot of people are going to be picking this team next year to like be a playoff team. I can already see it. I'm gonna have to really talk myself. I'm gonna really have to. I'm probably gonna be incredibly on the other side of that because it's still gonna be like a proof of concept. However, I'm gonna be excited to continue to see how this team grows. Um, the injuries to Scadaboo sucks. Uh, they're not a good team, but they're a fun team, and sometimes you need those teams, and that's kind of where they're at right now. For the Panthers, they were due to kind of get absolutely shellacked, and they did on Sunday. Um, Bryce Young's been good, been like a solid player this year. So hopefully he doesn't miss much time. Uh, Defense is improving a little bit, little by little. Their offensive line is much improved. Again, they're improving, but they remember Nick a couple weeks ago. We did the exercise: good team, good record; bad team, bad record. That type of stuff. They're more like good record, and even though you know what I mean, they're 4-4 now. But going into last week, they were more good record than good team. Way more good record than good team. So improving. The fact that they have 4 wins by the midway point is a massive improvement compared to what this team was for the last 2 years.
Panthers are a team where I'm like, what they did against the Falcons a few weeks ago was like, okay, wow, didn't see that coming. And then they get curb stomped by um, the Bills without the quarterback. Um, but I mean, I think that was probably going to happen anyway. But yeah, these have been two fun teams. Hopefully, the Giants can continue and the Panthers can pick up the pieces from their shellacking this week. But yeah, they're two teams that have been in the basement for so long. It's nice to see them have some relevance again.
All right, we are, what was that? 32, it was 20, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. All right, that was 22. So we are at 21. All right, here we go. Superstar or superstar and a side dish. That is the next name of the tier. 21, the Minnesota Vikings. Number 20, the Atlanta Falcons. And number 19, the Dallas Cowboys. Superstar and a side dish. What does that mean? They have a superstar player. They have a complimentary side dish for their next best player. And then after that, they kind of don't have much. The Minnesota Vikings. They have Justin Jefferson. They have Jordan Addison. I think might be their second. I mean, he's not their second. They have somebody on their defense. Pick someone out. Whoever you think's playing good this year. And outside of that, it's kind of their offensive line hasn't been as good. Their quarterback's kind of been a mess. The running backs have not played well. Been a bit weird. Their coach is awesome though. The Falcons, they've got Bijan, they got Drake London, but then after that, it's like, their pass rush has been better. Still kind of weird. And then the Cowboys, they got Dak, then they got CD, and then everything else is kind of like, okay. So that's where I'm at. Superstar and a side dish. I couldn't think of a better name. But yeah, Vikings, Falcons, Cowboys.
Of these three teams, I feel like the Cowboys have the most potential, I want to say. Because while, I mean, unlike the other two, I do have faith in Dak throwing the football.
He's been fantastic. Sunday was his first bad game, but other than that, he's been great.
Yeah. But I mean, they got CD and George Pickens is having a breakout year. So I feel like the Cowboys of these three teams, I feel like they've got more star power. They're not as reliant on just the one Justin Jefferson or the one Bijan. It is kind of funny right now. The Vikings, they could use somebody like I don't know, Kirk Cousins. Granted, as I say that, I feel like Father Time hit Kirk Cousins middle of last year, and he just never recovered. I feel like he he's over the hill now, and like I said, I actually didn't watch much of the Dolphin game. I was just watching score updates. But when the Dolphins put a shellacking on you in 2025, I can't imagine Kirk played very well.
Here's what I want to know real quick. When did Michael Penix get ruled out?
Yeah, I think that caught me a little off guard too.
Yeah, it caught everyone off guard. That got bounced by nobody.
Hmm.
And I get
Yeah, I didn't think
Dolphins
about that.
updates on my phone.
I think
I
I saw
was
that he was questionable
he had that little
during the
bone
week or
bruise from
whatever.
like that's what he sat out from, but like I say little, like it's not a big deal, but like that was I was not ready for that. Also, real quick to go back to the Vikings, do you know who they really wish they had right now?
Jameis Winston.
I mean, the Vikings never had Jameis Winston. Do you know who
Oh,
the
Sam Darnold.
Do you know who the Vikings had in their room? They said we'll pass. Don't you fucking think they wish they had Sam Darnold right now? Don't you think?
Yeah, and I mean Darnold's balling in Seattle, and I feel like Vikings fans right now are actually it's kind of funny. Darnold or Jones as SpongeBob looks out, or Squidward looks out his window at SpongeBob and Patrick Star having so much fun outside.
Squidward is
That's
Kevin
Vikings
O'Connell.
fans.
Squidward is Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah,
And Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold was literally his quarterback room last year, and
yeah,
he's just like,
yeah.
"Eh."
Um, yeah, that's actually a fantastic meme. I hope somebody's put it together. Otherwise, I might have to.
You're the one who's got the creative fantasy football team pictures, so this is a you thing. You'll get on it. Um, and then the Cowboys, yeah, we'll see if they can. They're going to be around all year. Sunday, just a tough spot for them. Next up, a little bit of a double negative here, but it'll make sense once we talk about it. All right, so we are into the top 20, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 32 minus 14. Is that 18?
32 minus 14. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
18.
All right. So here we go. 8. All right. Talented, well coached, undisciplined, and incredibly frustrating. Number 18, the Houston Texans. 17, the Jacksonville Jaguars. And 16, my good old Chicago Bears. Talented, well coached, undisciplined, and incredibly frustrating. Now, I know what someone's thinking. How can you be well coached and undisciplined? Well, have you watched either of these three teams? Because it makes sense, I promise. Um, when I read that tier to you, Nicholas, what goes through your mind?
I see the Jags and the Texans, and without looking at specific games to jog my memory, I feel like the Texans are trending in the right direction. Jaguars are trending down, and the Bears are wait and see. Let's see what happens.
Swing part of their season.
Yeah, I know that for the Texans, I look at them and their offense was so bad to begin the season. Now they're starting to put up points. Um, Jags, we'll see how they had a bye this week if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct. Back to the London
I'll be
trip.
curious how they come off the bye, but they're kind of hard to figure out after they beat the Chiefs. They've kind of, it's like they took the training wheels off and they fell off in the grass and they're trying to get up. Um, but yeah, that makes sense though. These teams feel similar.
They've got talent. I love all three coaches. Ben Johnson's great. Liam Cohen's great. D'Amico, I love. All three teams are undisciplined. The Bears have a bajillion pre-snap penalties. The Jags are a roller coaster, and the Texans commit 1,000 penalties a game. And that makes them incredibly frustrating because they're so damn inconsistent. So we'll see which one of these teams can figure it out, or maybe all of them, or maybe none of them. Next tier. Oh boy. I'm sick and tired of talking about you, but probably you won't go away, so I just have to deal with it. It's the Baltimore Ravens. The Bears could have killed them, and unfortunately
Stick
they
a fork in
didn't.
them.
Unfortunately, they didn't. And now the Ravens play Thursday against the Dolphins, and they're going to win by 1,000. And
Lamar is officially back.
Lamar's going to
We're
come
trending in
back,
the right direction, right?
and now they're going to probably be negative 300 to win the AFC West. Or Jesus Christ, they're going to probably be negative minus 350 or minus 400 to win the AFC North after this weekend, and they're going to be 3-5. So yeah, It is what it is at this point. But the Ravens, I'll say this: their defense is getting better. They're getting healthier. The Bears did not play the same defense that got absolutely lit on fire in the first month and a half of the season. So, but the Bears still could have won that game. They left a lot on the field. However, the Ravens get Lamar back. All of a sudden, who knows? Maybe this team can go on a run. And then we just have to every year not really pay attention to Baltimore until November, I guess. Right? That's what we're going to do now. The first 6 weeks, 7 weeks for them just doesn't matter anymore.
Maybe it's a good strategy for the Ravens. The last, since Lamar's come into the league, they've been at the top of the league, top couple teams, top 3 or 4, maybe you get in as a wild card, you get hot at the end of the year, and maybe that's their ticket to getting to the Super Bowl and not having a fantastic regular season. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how they continue to stack up games, because let's just really look at their schedule right now, because it's incredibly friendly. It's why their odds are so good to make the playoffs, win the division. They go to Miami, they go to Minnesota, they get the Browns at home, they get the Jets at home, or they go to Cleveland, they get the Jets at home, and that is their next 4 games. If they win all of them, they're 6-5, and then all of a sudden, Thanksgiving, that Bengals game gets a lot more interesting, Nicholas, on Thanksgiving night. That's for damn sure.
A lot more intrigue than it might have had, 3 weeks ago.
What a time to be alive. Next tier. 14th and 13th. Drifting into descent. Number 14, the San Francisco 49ers. And number 13, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mr. Brinks?
San Francisco is just, they want to put the blue tent out of business. They haven't done that yet. It's way too full right now. You can check out, but you can't ever leave. Hotel California, there you go, or the blue tent.
They're going to turn it into the red tent if they keep it up.
So they
Hotel California. That's so. Hotel San Francisco is the blue medical tent. God, you're the best.
Yeah, I just don't know what to think about the 49ers. Granted, they play the Texans, and I still think that defense may be the best defense in the league. If not, it's way up there. But I mean, they had the 49ers, seeing ghosts in the first half, because they gave the ball to McCaffrey 2 times in the first half, I think. Like I don't know if they just went 3 and out every time and they just didn't have chances to get him the ball or what, but that was that as a McCaffrey owner and the owner of a McCaffrey ticket that day, that was what I was keeping an eye on, and I thought, man, he is just not getting the ball. What's going on here? So I think they should be able to bounce back a little bit from that, but they've lost a couple now here, and they're a team where when you're that injured and you're winning these close games to begin the season, it can be fun, but once you lose a couple, I feel like a bunch of dominoes can start falling in the shape of L's. As far as the Pittsburgh Steelers go, I gotta say, Rodgers is playing well.
It's not his problem. It's not his fault.
Watching that Bengals game last week, I hadn't watched a single play of Pittsburgh football all season, and I watched that game, and I'm like, damn, he still got it. I know Flacco and the Bengals got the win that night, but it's like, sure, Rodgers had one bad interception. The other one, I still don't know how DK didn't hang on to that and then literally gave the ball to the defender, essentially. But yeah, I've been super impressed with Rodgers. So they've got stability at the quarterback position, and they've got all the tight ends in the world that you could ever want. They could use another receiver probably. I know they're probably looking at hopefully bringing somebody in. It's funny now that he's gone. It's like, yeah, somebody like George Pickens might be a good fit for the Steelers, but
no shit. I would love for
Alas, they
them to
don't
go
have it.
get. I would love for them to be in the Jacoby Myers business.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. Somebody
How
that can actually get him the ball would be welcome.
how funny that they get a quarterback and now their defense is an absolute disaster.
Yeah, yeah, they went. But before the Bengals game? I mean, they were up there, and now 2 weeks in a row they've just gotten just obliterated by the second coming of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers and I I guess Joe Namath.
Yeah, Jordan Love out here reassuring the faith. 20 straight completions. Not bad, Jeb, at one point. Not too bad. Um just a tough spot for them. And I think their defense was kind of propped up by the 5 turnovers they got against New England in week 3. Um yeah, it's just they got lit up by the Jets, they got lit up by the Seahawks. The Patriots moved the ball up on them all game long. The Bengals and the Packers have both now ran it up on them. Tough spot to be in. Next up, uh, the Chiefs will eventually ruin your season. Number 12, the Denver Broncos. Number 11, the Los Angeles Chargers. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. The Chargers are going to think that they have a chance to win the division late in the season, and they're going to have to go to Kansas City. The Broncos are going to think they're the best team in the AFC, and then they're going to host Kansas City here in a couple weeks. I expect none of them to go well. That's kind of where I'm at. The Broncos are 6-2. I'm not saying they're a paper tiger, but I don't know. I guess I'm just going to be a hater on them. And the
So you're
Chargers,
saying until they can beat Kansas City, you are off the boat.
yeah, because my thing with them is like, can they actually beat teams that I think are in their weight class? They never did last year. Now listen, the one time that they did this year was the Eagles game, and that was incredibly impressive. And they had back-to-back games where they had multiple games where they were fourth quarter merchants. The Eagles game and then the Giants game. And Dallas isn't in their weight class, but what is he doing? But what they were able to do to Dallas was impressive. I mean, Dallas's defense is bad, but Bo played the best game he's probably played all year, and they were able to light him up. The Chargers, they've got to get healthy. They're kind of coming around. It was nice to see them play a game against a team that they should have should have overwhelmed, and they did on Thursday night. So the Chargers, I expect both of these teams to be in the mix. I expect both of these teams to be in the playoff picture. Both of them probably will make it. The AFC absolutely sucks ass right now. So I think both of these teams are good. Both of these teams should get in. It's just, I have them packed. Both of these teams were early in the year when the Chiefs were 0-2 or whatever, both of these teams thought we're going to win the division, and they're probably neither one's going to win the division. So it'll be funny.
Bring
As
it
by
on.
the
I want to see them. I want to
as
see them go toe to toe with Kansas City, and I want to see them prove their worth. Let's do it.
Next up, we're into the top 10 now. Next up, on the doorstep of the doorstep, 3 NFC teams. Number 10, the Los Angeles Rams. Number 9, the Seattle Seahawks. And number 8, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think these teams are like right on the outskirts of contendership. I think you have the top tiers. You have the top tier. You have this is the fourth tier we have here. So they are literally on the doorstep of the contendership. The Bucks just got to get healthy, and Baker has to get back on track. The Seahawks and the Rams, I might have too low. The Seahawks and Rams, you could put them 2 tiers higher than they are right now, and I wouldn't argue with me. I would not argue with you if that's where you had them. But that's where I got these 3 teams. Nick, your thoughts?
This seems right. Yeah. Um, Bucks, Seahawks, Rams, and we get the Rams and Seahawks once more, right? They've played once
They have
already.
not played yet. They have
Oh,
not
they
played
haven't.
yet. Mm-mm.
So that'll be interesting. That'll be a couple fun matchups. Um, until was it this week? Let's see. I'm trying to remember who the Bucks played this week.
The Saints.
Okay, and then last week they had. Was it last week they lost?
Yeah, they lost Monday night against Detroit.
Oh yeah. So that's that. I mean, that's a quality loss. Um, I think all three of these teams can. Obviously, not all of them can win divisions, but I feel like that NFC West goes through one of these. The other one probably gets the 5 seed, if I had to guess.
Oddly
And then
enough, we have these two NFC West teams ahead of the NFC West team that beat them both in the Niners.
yeah, they're kind of fluky. I feel like, but um, yeah, I think these are pretty well spot on here. NFC contenders. I obviously the Eagles and the Packers and the Lions. They they all feel like they're at the top of the conference. I know we'll get to them. Eagles to me still feel like the most vulnerable of those three. I'd say the Packers probably too. I all I know is if it's championship Sunday for the NFC and I'm hosting the Bucks, the Seahawks, or the Rams, I'm not comfortable. Um, I think any of those teams on a good day can make it to the Super Bowl if they get a few things to go their way down the stretch.
It'd
They're
be
on the
real.
doorstep of the doorstep, as you say.
It'd be really cool if the NFC title game was between two of those three teams. I'd have fun. I'd enjoy it. All right. Let's see. Next up, we want to believe in you.
This is my favorite. These two teams are my favorite stories of the entire season.
Number 7, the New England Patriots. Number 6, the Indianapolis Colts. Now, the Elite Eight got released today, and I think I had the Colts at 3, and I think I had the Patriots somewhere between 6 and 7. So this shows you that this is a little bit different ranking system than the Elite Eight. But we believe in you, or we want to believe in you. Colts at 7, the Patriots, or Colts at 6, the Patriots at 7. And it's just as simple. We want to believe that both of these teams can actually win the title. It's still going to need to be a little bit more proof of concept. However, that for me is a little bit more with the Patriots than the Colts. The Patriots, it's just going to kind of be like this all year because outside of the Bills game, they kind of don't play another good team the rest of the year. Like, it's crazy how that lined up for them. Their schedule is a cakewalk. The Colts, they've got some games coming up. They got to play Houston twice. They get the Jags twice. They got to play the Chiefs on a Monday night, I think it is, or a Sunday, or no, Sunday afternoon. Here in a few weeks, like they got some spots.
That will be the litmus test
Mm-hmm.
for the Colts.
And but their offense is super legit. Jonathan Taylor is just high stepping on everybody. You see his touchdown dance every
Yeah,
time.
I always think that he's like blowing out a hammy or something when he does it.
It's the Lil Yachty dance on the stage. Yeah, he's been so good. Jesus Christ, he's been so good. Um, so yes, we want to believe in you, but and we might secretly believe in you, but we just aren't going to tell our friends about it because we don't want to be impaired. We don't want them to judge us. Kind of, sort of. But hey, if the Colts win in Kansas City in a month, I'm telling the world. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I'm in. I mean, I'm already in. Your offense is this good. I don't care if you're playing JFL teams. When you're out here just lighting teams on fire like they are every week on offense, like it's legit. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like the numbers speak for themselves.
You know, all those years when Peyton Manning had just record-setting offenses in Indy, but the defense was atrocious every year. Their defense is pretty good too. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're so explosive on offense, and they've got a competent defense. I mean, that's a dangerous combination.
Their DBs are the only thing that really worries me because their DBs are hurt. Like they're that like Xavier Howard, like, literally retired 2 weeks ago.
He's
There's
really hurt.
yeah, they're just not that deep on in the secondary. But other than that, man, they're sick. Next up, going for the head. That tier name will make sense in a moment. Uh, Number 5, the Green Bay Packers. Number 4, the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 3, the Buffalo Bills. And number 2, the Detroit Lions. And why are they going for the head? Because number 1 is Thanos, and that is the Kansas City Chiefs. They are inevitable. You should have gone for the head. And that is why those other 4 teams are going for the head. It all makes sense now. I think the Chiefs have separated themselves. Again, in a normal just ranking system, I would not have the Packers this high. I probably would have the Eagles maybe slightly behind like Indianapolis and kind of in that same range as the Patriots. Same with the Bills. The Bills' points have not been impressive, and their defense being so banged up really worries me. But when I'm putting teams together and I'm looking at like a who I expect to win the championship kind of tier system, which is kind of what this is, those are the teams that I think when it's all said and done are the ones that I'm gonna trust the most. Um, And at the end of the day, even though just looking like the Eagles, they're kind of coming into form, and Hurts has been playing better. They're finally throwing the ball downfield. It only took them 2 months. Oh, Christ. Jordan Love's playing well, and when Jordan Love's playing good and Micah Parsons is just wrecking games, the Packers are pretty hard to beat. The Lions' offense is insane. I just worry that their defense is incredible. Like, there is cursed. They can never stay healthy. And then the Bills, kind of the same thing. Their defense is injured, but when you have Josh Allen, I can't believe I'm saying this because I never thought James Cook was really that good, but he's really coming alive. He is not just a touchdown merchant like he was last year. In a way, he is legitimately awesome. I wish the Bills ran the ball more, because it would make everything so much easier. But Joe Brady is not that great at his job, even though everyone will try to tell you he is. So that's kind of where I'm at on the tiered system of who I think can kind of run. The Chiefs are by themselves. Those 4 are the next 4 that I think outside of Kansas City have a legitimate shot to win the title. And that's kind of how everything else goes in order. Your thoughts, my friend?
I think it all makes sense when you're talking who has the best chance to win the Super Bowl. I think that's right. Um, it's not necessarily of who's having the best season because like the Colts to me have had the best season out of everybody. Um, but again, are they trustable yet? Verdict has not yet been called in for that one. Patriots have been fun. I don't know what their odds are to win the AFC East, but I'm tempted to look at it and sprinkle American dollars on it if it's juicy enough because I just feel like they're playing better football than the Bills, and obviously the head-to-head, I mean, that was theirs to lose all game long. Um, but no, I think it all makes sense. Chiefs, and if you wanna be Thanos, you got to beat Thanos. It's kind of where they're at
Exactly.
right now. We had the Chiefs down to begin the year, but they weren't out, and they rose from the ashes. We couldn't stick a fork in them, and here they come, Mister Inevitable, on their way back.
Yeah, Mahomes has been fucking awesome. At least this is Hey, listen, if they're going to be this good, at least they're the version that you actually enjoy, right?
Yes, yeah. When they're you know Mahomes is being a magician and getting out of the sack and tossing it deep, and there's a receiver there to haul it in for the touchdown and stuff like that. Not just bumbling fuck Kelsey dropping passes left and right, and Pacheco running into a brick wall for 24 yards on 13 carries, and yeah. I at least like it when they're fun to watch.
AFC East odds. I'm on FanDuel right now, so you don't have to get on there and worry about cheating on guest the lines because I know you are a scout and an honorable man. Buffalo Bills minus 140, New England Patriots plus 110.
Oh wow, so they're already much closer than I would have thought. I would have loved to see what that would have been before week 1. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
What do they
That
have
is
Miami just for shits and giggles?
300 to 1.
300. They're what? How many games back?
A lot. Like 5, I guess. I mean, they're what,
Is
2
it
and
six?
5?
7-1 versus 2-5?
No, six. The Pats are 6-2. No, 5-2.
What are the
Pats are
Bills?
5-2. Are the Pats 5-2 or 6-2? Hold on, I'm tripping. Pats are 6-2.
And what are the Bills?
Five
Because
and two.
they're 5-2.
Yeah.
So they're 3.5 back. Yeah,
Oh.
I ain't taking that. I was just curious.
You dirty dog. All right, you ready to get some lines?
Let's do it.
All right, back in your life.
I'm hoping I can get back in my life when I was good at this game. I have gone down the shitter.
We're back, baby.
I'm playing like Kirk Cousins against the Miami Dolphins.
I have won.
Last 2
I
weeks.
am 17-7-4 against you in the last 2 weeks.
It's not been good.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I'm gonna sneak into the championship a la Joey Logano in 2024 at this rate. I ain't gonna deserve it. I have no business being there, but they're gonna reset the points, and here I am, last week of the season, got a shot.
There you go. All right, let's get this busy. Bye weeks. We survived by Mageddon. Bye weeks. We have 4: Browns, Jets, Eagles, and Bucks. So those are your buys in week 9 of the year of our Lord 2025. We start off Thursday night. We already talked about it. Thursday night, the Baltimore Ravens, who are minus 110 right now at 2-5 to win the AFC North. LOL. Taking on the Miami Dolphins in Coral Gables. Right? Or is it Miami Gardens now? It's Miami Gardens. That's where Hard Rock is, right?
And after Sunday, it makes sense why the 1-5 Ravens were favored at home over the 4-2 Bears.
Yeah, no shit.
Odds makers were like, yeah, maybe we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I took the 6.5. Then Lamar got hurt. I was even saying all day, I was like, the Bears might not win, but I'm taking the points. And then defense, not good. Caleb, not good enough. Bears defense is tough right now. They're literally all of their corners are hurt. So tough to live in that. Tough to live in that world. Tough to live in that world. And their entire defensive line that they bought in free agency sucks. Anywho, Ravens at Dolphins. Thursday night football on Amazon Prime.
Gonna go Ravens on the road. Lamar should be back. Let's see if they were gonna be 6.5 at home. I'm gonna go 5.5 Ravens.
Okay. Great start for your boy. I got it right on the money. It is. I said 7.5, and it is 7.5.
Interesting.
He's in his head.
No, not in my head because I was actually thinking 4.5. So I'm glad.
Oh,
I'm glad you got it right by going the other way. I would
Okay.
have kicked myself if you would have said it was 4.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm glad I was off
The other
less
way.
than I could have been.
Next up, Sunday S tier. Nick, I think this one's easy to figure out. We are heading we are heading to Highmark Stadium. We are heading to Buffalo, New York, because Kansas City might be Thanos, but it's the annual Buffalo Bills Super Bowl because they get to play the Chiefs in the regular season. It is Kansas City and Buffalo in Buffalo. I'm excited.
Who is Tony Romo gonna fellatio more in the
Both
game?
of them. It's a bukkake.
My goodness.
It's a bukkake ball.
Man, Bills, Chiefs. I'm gonna go Bills 1.5.
You and I were on the same page, my friend. We both said Bills 1.5. However, the tic tac zone is correct, but we were on the wrong side of it. It is Chiefs 1.5.
Okay. The way they're playing, I have more faith in the Chiefs than the Bills right now. I mean, sure, they shellacked the Panthers, but Andy Dalton practically gave them the ball however many times.
I'm not going to put this in any picks that I have for the weekend, but I'm thinking the Chiefs might stunt on them.
If they do, I'll be like, all right. Yep,
I
yep.
th-
Chiefs are
I
real good.
think I think if you told me three outcomes, the first two outcomes are Chiefs close competitive win and Bills close competitive win. I think the next outcome is Chiefs blow their doors off because the Bills might not be able to stop them. The Bills offense, right? The Bills defense is very, very bad. I am excited to see it though. It's going to be fun. Next up, Happy Cat Dance. Only one in this category this week. And it's an interesting game. Gut check Sunday for one of these teams. It is the Houston Texans at home against the Denver Broncos.
I am going to go Texans 1.5.
And you got it right. I don't know if this line moved or not, but I thought it might have. I think it did, but you hit it right on the head. I said Denver minus 2.5. It is Houston minus 1.5.
I think Texans are playing well enough, but Broncos are power rated ever so slightly higher. So that's where I got that. I'm back on the board. Feels
Here we
like
go.
it's been a while.
1-1 to 1. Next up, mid but still watchable. There is a whole lot of this Sunday. Got a fistful of them. We start in Cincinnati, where the Bears travel to the Bengals.
Now, the way these defenses are playing, offenses have potential. This could be a fun, 35-31 kind of game.
Oddly enough, it's not even the highest total of the weekend.
Let me see. Chiefs Bills?
That is the second highest total.
Okay.
Bears Bengals is the third.
Okay. Cowboys Cardinals?
Bingo.
Interesting. Okay. I saw something today about Bengals overs at home are crushing at an unbelievable clip. So the way that these two teams are shaking out, I mean, that feels like a safe bet. Um, dang, Bears, Bengals. What are we gonna do for this one? I saw Flacco's questionable. Is there anything to be concerned about there? I haven't heard. I just saw it on ESPN that he had a little Q next to his name today.
I would get. I would.
I assume that it's not major enough because he was still
Correct.
projected as scoring points and stuff.
Correct.
Um, but I'm going to go Bears 1.5.
Yeah, you got it. I was way off on this one. Um, I said Cincinnati minus 2.5. I did this on Sunday, so I might have still been pissed. Um, it is Bears 2.5.
Okay. Road dog.
I'm not gonna take this one. I'm not. This is not gonna make. Bears got to prove it to me, man. Not that I'm out on them. It's just prove to me they.
We're seeing other people this week, is what Joe's saying.
Oh no, I'm still. I mean, not that. It's just we need a little bit of space.
Little space.
No hall passes. It's just listen. I need you to be. I need you to show me how loyal you are this week. Next up, mid but still watchable. Minnesota at Detroit. The return, the end of the shadow benching of JJ McCarthy.
And our quarterback's been injured for 2.5 weeks, and we're gonna get sued by the players' union.
Yeah. JJ
Poor,
McCarthy
poor
was
Carson
really
Wentz.
JJ McCarthy was really hurt. Man, yeah, they were trotting out Carson Wentz with like his arm dangling by a thread every week. Yeah, sure.
Poor
JJ
guy.
McCarthy is hurt. Yeah, suck my ass. What a
Uh,
disaster.
gonna take the Lions here, and we're gonna go 8.5.
Ah, you bastard. You cheated. I'm kidding. You're back. He is back because it is. I said 7.5, and it is 8.5.
Nice. I feel like I'm getting back in the swing of things.
That 2 days to have the lines move on you.
Did you look to see what they were after you made your picks?
Yeah, I didn't note them down though.
Oh.
I did not note them down. Um, I only noticed a couple that have moved.
In my favor, of course, right?
I think Denver really, but that was like some are like a half point,
Oh, okay.
like a 2.5 to a 3 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Next up, Midwest still watchable. Carolina at Green Bay. Not sure who the quarterback's going to be on Sunday for the Panthers.
Gonna take the Packers. And we are going to go. Let's try it again. Let's go 8.5 in the division.
Thank God. Caught a break there. I said 9.5. It is 12.5.
Holy moly. Yeah, I wasn't thinking it was going to be that. Jesus.
Yeah, caught that break.
I gotta say, you have no excitement for Colts Steelers? That looks like a fun game. I would have. Where do you have that one?
It's coming. It's in the mid but still watchable category.
I would have put that borderline S tier today. No, maybe not quite that high.
If Pitt's a part of me wanted to put it.
You're right. If it's in this tier, we're good. That's the right spot for it.
Here's the thing. I probably should have put it in the Happy Cat Dance tier, considering.
Oh yeah.
Considering Denver, Houston is in it, and Denver's Houston's 3-4, 3-5.
Yeah.
I probably.
Steelers deserve their respect.
Yeah, they should have been. I should have bumped that up.
All right, that's a freebie point for me because of your error.
There, yeah.
Deduct one of my losses.
There we go. I like that.
Tax
Look at you. You know how I know you care about the game is when you talk about you caring about where the games I have put in order. That's how I know you care. And it makes me happy. Next up, Falcons and the Patriots.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Colts Steelers. You wanted to.
It's the next one. I have it in order. Colts Steelers.
I thought you were going to break the order just for me.
No. Because then I get messed up, and then we start throwing. Then I'm going to be down at the Sunday night game, and I'll be like, I missed the game. What the fuck?
All right, so Patriots, Falcons.
Patriots, Falcons in New England.
New England. I'm going to go Patriots. Six and a half.
Ooh, let's go. I said 5.5, and it is in the Vegas zone at 5.5.
Overshot that. Overshot the runway.
This is a bar room. Hey, you know what? You won the early rounds. I rallied to win the next rounds, and right now we're in the championship rounds, and it's a firefight. That's what you and I are right now. We are out here. We are duking it out, trading it. Two champions going at it. Next up, Jurassic Park poop. No, I'm just kidding. Colts at Steelers. Colts at Steelers in Pittsburgh.
I'm taking Indy on the road. Ah, 3.5.
Ooh, we tied. I said 2.5. It is a rarity to see this, but it is a flat 3.
Okay, I'll take that because 4.5 was kind of where my gut was at, and I decided to go 3.5. So I'm glad I didn't do that.
Indy laying only a field goal on the road. Disrespectful.
This feels like a tough spot because Steelers they're playing pretty well.
Well,
they've lost a couple in a row. Yeah, the defense has been bad. Oh boy, Jonathan Taylor, sign up for 200.
Yeah, buddy.
Except it was the passing game this week, so it's a Daniel Jones. Now last week, yeah, they gave up a ton on the ground. but it wasn't really the rushing game that screwed the Steelers defense yesterday. Or not yesterday, I guess
Tyler
2 days
Warren
ago.
overs, Tyler Warren touchdowns, Michael Pittman.
Might be a good day for that.
If the Colts go into Pittsburgh and their offense rips up 30 more, even against the Steelers defense that has been getting touched up, I would like to think that everyone will kind of not question it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, here's the thing. Like, I've been on the Colts here for a while now. I could make it up and just be like, I was on the Colts before anybody. Nick, you hate the Colts? I love the Colts. I've always loved the Colts. Clearly, that was not the case. But I've been in on the Colts because when your offense is this good, look, do I actually think they're as good as the rookie year Mahomes Chiefs and the Randy Moss Patriots? No. But when your numbers are dancing in that territory for long enough, they're not fluky.
Hey, I was all in week 1 when I saw them throttle the Dolphins. I'm like, all right, I've seen enough. I'm picking up Daniel Jones as a waiver wire legend, and he's the only solid piece on that team. The rest of it has fallen apart, but Daniel Jones is reliable for me.
Their O line is sick, and Jonathan
We could
Taylor's
score touchdowns with that offensive line, Joe.
good. Quentin Nelson, what a football player! What a specimen! All right, it is 3-2 as we head into the home stretch. Jurassic Park poop meme. We start. This game used to mean something, damn it, but it doesn't anymore. Not right now, it doesn't. The San Francisco 49ers at the New York Giants.
I don't know if I'd put this in the poop meme though. We've still got a good 49ers team overall, and we've still got Jackson Dart doing some fun things. They're just, without his partner.
Yeah, I might have let the record speak for itself on this one, didn't I? Because this one's probably not poop worthy. Maybe I think I was too sad that Cam Scadaboo was hurt.
Yeah. Cuz remind me, what was the Giants? What was their score on Sunday?
31-13.
Yeah, the Eagles
However,
out
the
for blood.
the Giants got screwed. Not that it would have
Yeah,
been
that fumble
it
on the
was
on the push.
7-7.
Yeah,
They should have
that
got
was
a stop
bullshit.
there. Instead, the Eagles scored literally 2 plays later. Like, I don't know how much the game swings, but that type of shit swings games, man. It's embarrassing that the league keeps fucking that up. Touchdown Blackhawks. Let's go.
But no, we're going to take the 49ers on the road. And three and a half.
Hold on. You said Niners 3.5?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it right. I said I missed this one bad. I wanted to say at the beginning here that I left the door open for you, but I didn't want to fuck you up. Uh, I said 5.5, and it's 2.5. So you got this one. DJ in the comments. Need 2 Happy Hat dance. New. He said need 2 Happy Cat dance tears. 1 regular Happy Cat dance and 1 for Kate Upton Happy Cat dance. Interessante. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't know if I can legally say that you're right either. Legally. But we all enjoy what we enjoy. I was looking for something. I completely forgot where I was looking. Anywho, we're still here. We're still alive.
It's all those Kate Upton pictures you're browsing.
Yeah, just
Tree
Rolodex.
off.
Just Rolodexed everywhere. Next, the Chargers at the Titans. Does this categorize as poop meme? Did I put this one in the right one?
This is right. This one's correct. No doubt about it.
I mean, listen, the Niners Giants could make the quad box on Sunday. So you're not wrong. I definitely, so like, if I have the Bears and Bengals on a solo TV, and then I have to quad box after that. Colts, Steelers, Niners, Giants, Broncos, Texans. Well, easy, yeah. Niners, Giants probably make the quad box. This Sunday, listen, after a Sunday that literally, if it wasn't for the Bears playing on Sunday, it would have been probably it would for me, just as someone, because my team was playing, and even though they pissed me off to some degree, I was invested in a game. The Sunday slates were like, it was bad. It was so bad. Like, I have never been happier in my life to turn football off and turn on the Charlotte Hornets versus the Washington Wizards in my life, because that's what I did at about 5 p.m. on Sunday night. I was like, fuck this, I'm watching the NBA. Because all the games sucked. They were terrible. So,
Race
yeah,
must have been over by that point.
correct. I did. No, this is how bad football was on Sunday. Do you want to know what got the big screen the entire afternoon slate?
Martinsville?
No, but close. Close. Martinsville was on my.
Oh, Formula One was on too, right?
You're goddamn right. Formula One got the big television. Mexico City, baby. That got
Did Max close the gap anymore this week? I haven't followed. If he, I heard that he had closed the gap, but I hadn't heard if he did this week.
Lando Norris is your new world championship leader by 1 point. Oscar Piastri is now second, and Max Verstappen has cut it to 40.
Okay.
No,
So he didn't.
No.
He must not have closed too much this week.
he closed the gap. It's less than 40. He closed it more. He lost some points to Lando, obviously, because Lando won. He was 40 back coming into the weekend. Overall in the lead now, though, he is 57, 36. So he
Okay.
gained 4 points overall. He got 5 on Piastri. He lost 10 to Norris.
Okay.
So he is 36 behind the lead. There are 4 races and 2 sprints left. And the best track in the calendar is coming up next week.
Is that Las Vegas?
No, not next week, the week after. It is Sao Paulo, Brazil.
When is Vegas?
The 2 weeks.
Okay.
There's 2 races. Sao Paulo, then they go to so they got a week off. Then they go to Brazil. Then they have a week off. Then they go to Vegas, and then they have they go to Qatar, and then they go to Abu Dhabi.
Got it.
So,
Is that still a midnight race in Vegas?
yeah.
God, I hate
Saturday.
that.
I think it's pretty cool.
I'd rather it be. Give me at least 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
7 o'clock Vegas time.
Yeah, it's
You can still get to bed by midnight. I stayed up for it for the first year, and I was like, okay, this is cool. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this again.
It literally comes on at the same time that like the Chinese, Japanese, and Australian Grand Prix races come on over here, because those races always start at like midnight here. So the fact,
I don't start a race at midnight local time. Like, this is just dumb. Or 9. 10 p.m. local time.
It's
No,
10 p.m. local
don't
time.
do that.
But still,
That's
that
dumb.
is still wild.
Yeah.
DJ was asking, was the thing you were looking at the Kate Epton? No, it was not. I'm sorry. Moving on. Anywho, Colts. No, I lied. Chargers at Titans.
I'm going to go Chargers. 8.5.
Ah, you dirty dog. You're coming back. You're alive, my friend. You're in it. I said 7.5. It is. You said 9.5 or 8.5?
8.5.
Okay. It is. It is 9.5. All right, I need to run the table here. Well, not all the way, but I need to have a moment.
Am I
All
up
right.
2?
You're up 2. 4 to go.
Baby.
It's 5 to 3 to 2.
How many we have left?
4. There we go. Saints at Rams.
Hey, I'm king of the poop. Can I keep it up?
You have been the king of the poop this week.
New starting quarterback.
Tyler Shuck. Shucky Ducky.
Probably going to sucky sucky.
Very well could. Very well could. Good job. This is why we keep you around.
I don't even remember who I had as my quarterback in a league, but I had him on a bye this week, so I had to pick somebody up, and I was like, oh, Spencer Rattler, oh, he's done okay.
Ugh. Yeah, wet fart
Gets
noise.
benched in the third quarter. I'm like, oh, that panned out real well, huh?
That fart's gonna itch when it dries.
That rattled around a little too much. We're gonna go Rams, and remind me what the biggest spread was earlier. Was that 12.5?
Correct.
Are we pushing it? Let's try it. Let's go Rams 12.5.
Damn it. No, don't push it, you dickhead. Yeah, great job, fucking asshole. I said 10.5. It's 14.5.
Oh, I didn't push hard enough.
I can't. 14.5 seems like a lot, though. Even though the Saints are.
Big difference between 14.5 and 13.5.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And Puka should be back.
The Saints are a teaser leg this weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Plus 23.
Something
21?
like that. Like Saints, Chiefs. I wish the Chiefs were dogs. Fuck. Get them out past like 8. Chiefs. Or no, like Saints, Broncos. You know, Saints, Broncos. It's not a terrible one. Extend those lines out a bit. Degeneracy at its finest. So yeah, good job. I'm proud of you. Jags Raiders to wrap up the Sunday slate in Vegas.
Jags aren't, this isn't the Jags of last year, but man, this has poop of the poop written all over it other years.
The poopiest of boys.
Yeah. We'll take Jags on the road and go 5.5.
Ooh, you launched it. It is 3. I said 3.5. All right.
Okay.
He's not dead yet, folks.
Best
Sunday
you can do
night.
is tie, right?
Correct. Sunday night. This game was good to somebody, but now it might not be. Who knows? Depends on if Jaden Daniels shows up to work. Next up, Seahawks at Commanders on a Sunday night.
I'm going to take Seattle on the road, 2.5.
Oh, good job. We tied. I said 2.5 as well. It is 3.5.
I'll take the tie. That locks me in.
It does. Dirty dog.
I could punt here if I wanted.
Huh?
I could punt on the next one if I wanted.
That was you punting at midfield with on 4th and 11 in overtime in the tie game, knowing we just punt the ball here. It's the soft thing with a half minute to go. Too far to go for it. If we punt it and pin them, they're not going to score. Let's just punt it.
Just punt. Punt, baby, punt. Punting is winning.
Monday night, Cardinals at Cowboys. Arizona minus 32.5.
Highest total of the week, huh?
That it is. 53.5.
So we'll go Cowboys here. And I have to assume that Kyler will be back.
All signs point to Lauderdale on that one.
Yeah. Unless there's a new COD game coming out this week.
God damn it, you and Danny.
Cowboys 4.5.
We did we? No, we didn't. Okay, I got this one. I said 2.5. It is 3.
Oh shoot! Well, we would have pushed. I was thinking 3.5 as my other option. But no, I'll take that. I'll take the win. It's been a while. We were struggling. Get back in the win column. That's good.
Tight one. You're back in front 4-3 to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I won 5. We tied 1, 2, 3. That's it? 1, 2, 3. That is it. 3. And you won, I think 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6. 6 to 5 to 3. Oh boy, oh boy. Look at these. Close. So you have so what is that? 50 to 51 to one game lead for me going into week 10 to 34. How about it?
There you
Fun
go.
times. All right. That was fun. But yeah, Formula One got the big screen on Sunday because football sucked that bad.
I have been a big fan of the YouTube TV multi view that they have added, and they've given you more customizable options.
It's a blast.
Because I'll watch NASCAR,
Uh-huh.
CBS, Fox, and NFL Network. I don't pay. I don't do Red Zone because I don't pay
Uh-huh.
for it. But I like the poor man's Red Zone,
Uh-huh.
NFL Network. It's just fine. You know, you're a couple minutes behind, but you get the highlights. So that yeah, those are my quad box viewing options.
I uh I have the ticket because I'm a degenerate. So we're out here doing the Lord's work on Sundays, just filling out the quad box, getting after it, watching the ball. Sunday was a bad week though. Sunday was a week that makes you question, why do you do this? Why is this the sport you love? Why 6 hours of just not fun? But it's okay. Sometimes you have one of those, and this was that one. But next week, it means next week is gonna rip in a good way. All right, Brinks, we had fun. Uh,
On a Tuesday. On a Tuesday.
Club going up on a Tuesday. Snap call, NASCAR champion on Sunday night. When I say back in your life, like this guy winning at Phoenix to win the title, who am I gonna say?
Denny Hamlin
That's where
gets
you're
it
at.
done.
Who's the? It's got to be. I'm assuming it's him. It's got to be one of the Toyotas.
For what?
Who's favored?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good question. I haven't looked. Are you looking on FanDuel?
Denny Hamlin is favored. Hamlin to win plus 340. Yeah, let's go.
That
I
is
am.
interesting to me
Mhm.
how far off these odds are from just betting championship odds. Because only once. No, I guess it's been twice now. No, just the one time. Only once has the champion not won the final race
That was when
in this
Ross won it.
format.
When Ross
Yeah.
won it. When Blaney won the title, right?
Yeah. But like Hamlin to win the race is 340, but to win the championship 200.
Huh.
Briscoe to win the championship 380, to win the race 650. Just interesting how far off they are. They're really anticipating well, yeah. It's just interesting. I still think Blaney at plus 700 is not a bad bet.
To win the race? No,
Yeah.
not at all. Not at all. I mean, until proven otherwise. At least at that part of the year, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Great job by all of us. It was fun, my friend. Thank you as always.
Might be a weird schedule next week. Might be a Monday night deal again for me. TBD on that.
Okay. Okay. Unless we get a championship four wide finish where it's all four of them coming across the line at the same time
Yeah.
for the title, then
True.
you're just going to have to come on here and talk about it.
True.
But we'll keep the folks posted. That's for sure. All right. Until then, that has been Nick Brinks. I've been Joe Winkle. Thank you for hanging out with us. This has been the Educated Ignorance Podcast. If you ain't got your game, you best pass the sticks. We'll see you next time. When that will be, who knows? Join us for the Golden Ticket Show Thursday night, weekend warm up on Friday. And then we'll be back hopefully Sunday, maybe Monday, with the Educated Ignorance Podcast to wrap up the NFL weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.